could be an option here, but I do think that into what KT Rolster have so far, the Poppy just isn't going to feel that great, right? Look at the limited amount of dashes. Look at the fact that actually getting on top of people as Poppy into Emilio can be quite hard. What does Pyosik lock in here as his... It's Barrel, guys. Never trust Barrel.
Something that works well with the Orianna. Viego is fine. You don't necessarily want to go full dive if you're the only one that's going to be diving, and, you know, so you don't really want to pick like a Nocturne in this situation, so... Sponge on Vision, still going to go for the 1v1 versus Pyosik's Viego. Two of them having Conqueror, and yeah, the level is making a huge difference. Also the red buff.
It's a hard game to play. That's for sure.
Knock up here on a Deft. Yeah. He might be kited out, but unfortunately, Pleta doesn't really have any support because Teddy was... Sponge is coming in.
He's strong.
He's going to say hello. I mean, Barrel pretty low on health at this point in time. Sponge, though, in a 1v2 for now, waiting for his teammates to join. And, ooh, nice little plant is going to help out Pyosik here.
Baytup's on his way.
What is getting in there? He's really getting in there against 4 people. And Zentap a little bit behind the play is not going to get here on time, and Pleta will at least Abyssal dive away. But Zentap now coming in, not going to hit much. Shockwave does come down and does push them away from now. A lot of low health bars here as Deft is trying to frontline against the rest of them with the help of Amelia. The stun comes down, and that's first blood for Pyosik as he's looking for a bit more. They're trying to actually gank an Udyr.
Oh, I don't know about that. That's a tough ask. He's level 9.
Yeah, I mean, Perfect is very far up the lane, but he's going to dodge that. And do they have the damage is really the question. Lots of slows here on the Perfect, and you know what? Maybe, perhaps, they have finally done it, as he is healing up quite a lot, but at the end of the day, if you have that much time in a 2v1...
It does end up paying off as, oh, Sponge.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he knows.
Yeah, he knows, and there is Rascal here as well. The flash on in. Shockwave not going to hit anything as it's dodged. And now here comes Rascal once again on the chase, but Blast Cone is going to deny us from any fun or action.
That is going to really cost you. A Sponge is just doing it again.
Just gank Udyr. Has nobody tried this before? Somewhat feels like that, but yeah, they're trying to get on in here. Rascal's getting pretty low. The turn is coming in, but it doesn't quite matter as Perfect doesn't have much damage himself. And that's another kill. As looks like Sponge wants to start this one off, but Pyosik is going to get away. KT Rolster thinking about fighting for this one still.
They really shouldn't, but I didn't know if they've spotted Rascal yet. Doesn't seem like they have.
Well, they're going to go for the fight afterwards as the Shockwave is pretty big, as Zentap doesn't do much, but the follow-up here from Rascal could be big in the 5v4 as getting low as Pyosik a 3-man. Root as in goes BDD, he's going to go down. And now Rascal just trying to go 1v3 in this situation. Deft is kind of going madman right now as Pyosik is going to go down, and Deft, he is going to get Nard into the wall, and that is a big win in the fight here for DRX with Gnar on Vision and your top lane winning. So definitely a big mistake as now Rascal, he's just running rampant on this map. I mean,
he's dead.
BDD is just here.
And they just didn't get rewarded. Well, guess what? Maybe this is where that guy comes back, because yeah, I don't know, man.
BDD surely saw him, right?
Maybe he was like, at that point, I'm dead anyway, but I don't think he was. Pyosik was also on the way.
Yeah, you just press W and run down the lane.
Yeah, I imagine that
1,600 gold. Huh. But yeah, that's still a thing.
Ooh. Nice. I love New Herald, man.
Yeah. Yeah, the siege is pretty good too. Never mind, I immediately cursed it. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. They're all just standing on the ball and 4 people get hit by the shockwave.
What?
Okay.
What is happening? Drake is spawning.
Is dead, and we're all in the top lane.
Drake is... Impart them with the knowledge of what
that's why you gotta yell at them every time. No, I'm kidding. You shouldn't do that either. Rascal takes a Pyosik, doesn't have vision.
That might just be it.
Zoning him away. Yep, Gnar over the wall. That should be enough damage as Ball over the wall. He's getting in. No! He steals it again! The 3rd time today! How does he keep doing this? And how does he get away with it as well, DRX?
It's not going to phase him.
Like, so they have a lot of damage here with the Azir and the Xinjiao and the Senna. TP comes in, he gets knocked on the wall, but it's just barely not enough damage.
And that's the. I think that. Yeah, that Sponge should have smited. That was already at I think 1K.
Yeah.
So there was definitely an opportunity there. Inexperience really showing, and at the same time, I think if Pleta holds the chomp for like maybe half a second, you get one more piece of CC off on that Viego.
How many times? It's
a lot of what Setup is going to be doing here, realistically. He's just not even. No, it's just Wolf, and I think Wolf is. Wolf is maybe okay.
Wolf is sinking into the ground. Someone save him!
Someone save Wolf! He's not okay!
God. They're trying to deal damage to an Udyr, though. That's not a good idea. Perfect is still at full health. Poke coming down a little bit.
Oh, Rascal, that Maganar is timing out.
Yeah. He has taken this personally against Perfect, and Perfect does get chunked out quite a bit, but he's Udyr, so I don't think he cares. As it might just be another flip. Perfect trying to create some space. This dragon is getting low. In goes Save Tab. He hits one person, and it does go to DRX actually, and a massive shockwave again this time from BDD. But take a look at Rascal on the backside, chunking out a couple of people. Unfortunately for him, he is alone. And take a look at that. Melio, pretty good.
Wait,
does go down.
the Cinders!
The Cinders.
Pretty
maybe? Nice.
For chance?
He's getting over the wall. I think Perfect can now escort him out of here as, yeah. Oh, he's able to get out. And doesn't... Maybe they want to go on Rascal here as he goes in Mininar, but yeah, he's just going to walk this one out. And this damage is still being done to the Baron. They just say, okay, we're just going to flip it again.
Don't flip it. Don't flip it.
We're just going to flip it again. Sponge is getting in there. He ults nothing, and now he's going down. He's getting super low. He is going to get devoured. He comes out right at the time, but down he goes right before the Baron comes in. The smite is very early. Someone hit the Baron! And it will be BDD who does at the end. Just plain Orianna damage takes the Baron down. And that should be the end of it. DRX, I don't know why they decided to send it in this moment, but that was their decision to make. And KT is able to get the job done in one way or another. Like, I need to see the replay.
Yeah, no, he did get very, very low. And if DRX actually play around this Maganar, then maybe that could have been enough. But Sponge, his engage gets cancelled, so they go all in, but he gets devoured. But I want to look. Satep isn't in the pit, and Teddy doesn't actually get to auto because BDD zones in, so there just isn't any damage. Pyosik ends up almost going down.
42.
Yeah, if Pleta would have gotten that, it still wouldn't have been enough by itself, but at the very least they would have not lost so much of their base.
Yeah.
The gold would have been huge, but instead DRX, that probably is going to be the game. Obviously, it's hard to look as good.
Turns out Varus Melio is really good into Azir Xinjiao. Because they always come at you at like a direct line, and it's like, you just surely... Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe.
I do actually believe. I know we make a lot of jokes, but this should be...
You're so right about the comps. They are going to be able to engage on a Rascal just because he's out of position as Flash comes through. Nice dodge on the chains as he gets incredibly low and devoured from the Orianna.
No, that's no. Oh, there we go. Look at that.
Oh, God. Look at this. Oh, he got Sponge. That's an ult out of him and the chains. They're moving. It forces all of DRX back, and Rascal has to try to peel for the team, but he can't quite get away from the team as down he will go. As somebody had to be the sacrifice. As Deft is basically just a fountain laser in his own right. Pyosik having a fun moment as Gnar. So then, like you mentioned before, if it's Seitab who sends it, it's not really going to work out. As, getting engaged upon very swiftly. Seitab just diving out of there, but Sponge is going to be left to the Wolves, and down he will go. TP is coming in. And I'm not sure this is going to work out very well for Rascal. Has to get devoured, as now they're just on the run here. In goes Pyosik. He is going to be pooped away.
GA still.
Yep, that he does, as they're just having their way.
Was it Hollow Radiance?
Yes.
AP Sunfire Cape, so, or I guess MR Sunfire Cape. Rascal is Gnar. Is that enough? I'm willing to say probably not, but we'll see. Oh, last cone 1.
No, they're just too fast.
Wait!
Blast cone 2? No.
Surely!
Why don't you hit the blast? Okay, it doesn't matter. Just gonna take him down. And then move in with your super minions. As they are going to land that stun here on the Sponge. Perfect, looking for the angle. Going to force that Devour early on. Deft is taking a ton of damage himself, but he nearly takes out Satab. Oh! And that'll do it. Nice snipe from Deft to just put the final nail in the coffin. Pleta in a lot of trouble as well, and Deft is just doing way too much damage. Penta Angle still alive, but BDD is going to put an end to that. As he does take the kill onto Sponge. And I don't think Teddy was going to come out.
Look at the damage!
Mountain anyway.
There's no damage.
Oh, you almost got the GA. Oh, wait. No, doesn't matter. In goes Barrel. Just trying to give the kill to Deft, and he does. Nicely done, as Deft will go legendary at the very end, and KT will finally pick up the victory.
The core issue. I think the core issue was opting into the flips many a time. KT, I don't know if this is the way that they wanted to set it. They showed it to go, but they got the win. Clean 2-1. Nothing to see here, Valdez.
Absolutely. Just the KT classic for us. He did his best as, aw, that feels bad.
And that was a really tough loss. I think it's Sponge.
I think it is, yeah.
And obviously gonna feel personally responsible.
It is.
But I still think he is such a young player in the LCK. Had such a good day today. Just couldn't stand up.
You see Pyosik, he glanced across. He saw Sponge crying. He's like, I'm not gonna do a big ceremony.
And Pyosik has been exactly this guy.
Yeah.
Like I just want to on DRX.
Yeah.
He was that was emotional. That was big. That was unexpected. And for KT, look at that face. He is not happy, Valdez.
He's got a little smile on it. It's been a long day for Hira, you know. He's like, oh, I'm just glad it's over.
We got the win.